AD, I am in the building in a meeting. I'm sorry to be missing yet another lesson. I tried to get out of it, but I couldn't. So here's a video just for you and those who are stuck at home. This is what we're doing for the remainder of 8th grade English. I hope you're sitting in your assigned seats. Some of you are a little sneaky, but I put seating charts in the podium, so your beloved sub has full access. All right, let's check out these slides. Giver writings. So, each lesson, you're going to pick one of the prompts. These. One of those. Oops. And write at least 150 words per lesson. That's it. Just 150. I've forced you to write twice that many words before in one lesson. I chose 150 so that you would be less stressed. Okay, so we'll have approximately 5 lessons on this, so that equals 750-ish words. So I have a feeling a lot of you are going to write more than 750 words, but 750 is the minimum. Google Classroom, Giver Writings Doc, MLA format. Here's the thing though. Oops. If, for whatever reason, you're quite interested in one of these prompts, you can write more on that the next day. Instead of choosing a new prompt, you could just continue on the prompt you started yesterday. So here's an example. Let's pretend you're super interested in this Utopia one. You could, in theory, just spend 5 lessons creating your own Utopia that's over 750 words, and that's fine. Totally fine by me. Or you could just write a little mini 150-word Utopia and then pick 4 other prompts. Or write a Utopia that is, 300-ish words and then write a few others. Whatever, as long as the end result is at least 750 words. But remember, 150 words per lesson is not that bad. All right, so here's your first option. Choose, if you so desire, create your own Utopia. For example, in your society, everyone gets chicken nuggets for free every day. Or maybe it's a nature Utopia, like there are no roads and just bike paths, birds, and bumblebees. And everyone gets a kayak at age 14. I don't know. The world's your limit. Next, dystopia. You could create a dystopia wherein in society, everyone has to have 12 hours of English class every day. Or even worse, ESO with Mr. Baka. Just kidding. He's a great teacher. Okay, or you could change the ending. Add to the ending. Here's another option. Make an epilogue. If you were annoyed by the open ending in the book, you make it closed, so to speak. Remember, anytime you write fiction, and oftentimes nonfiction as well, use the senses and it makes your writing more delicious. Okay, here's another option. You could write a negative memory that Jonas might have received. You don't even have to mention Jonas in this thing. It could just be like a negative story. Now, this could be cathartic if you've experienced some of this and you want to write through it kind of. But it could take you to some dark places, so approach with caution. Or the opposite. You could write a positive memory that Jonas might have received. So a little story that's really positive. Maybe love with family and friends. Maybe a juicy romance. You can read. I don't have to read all these to you. You could literally spend 150 words writing about a very tasty taco. Whatever. It's up to you. Okay? Now, nonfiction dystopia. You could write about a real dystopia on the planet. Write about North Korea or certain elements of, many countries on the planet. But you would have to cite your sources. Now, MLA format requires a very strict works cited page at the end of the document. I'm not going to force you to do that because it's the end of the year and I want this to be kind of a chill, fun, inspiring thing. So you could just include the links to your sources. But you must have sources. Keep that in mind, even if you're not quoting something. If you're just like taking ideas and putting it in your own words, you still need to cite the source. You still need to prove that what you're saying is coming from somewhere other than your own brain matter. Another option, write about euthanasia. That's essentially doctor-assisted suicide. Like if someone is super old or sick and they actually want to die, but in like a comfortable way. You might need to Google that a bit to figure out your point of view first before you start writing. Some of you, most of you actually, have already started this. So you already wrote things in your notebook to help you with our giver discussion. Just develop those ideas. And here are the slides again. Or choose this one. Politics. This would be potentially quite fun, actually. So it's nonfiction because it's like your political manifesto. How would you organize a well-functioning society? You do need to say who holds the power and how in your society. Like, is it a direct democracy? In other words, does everyone have almost an equal say? Or is it an oligarchy? Is it a republic? Is it a monarchy wherein Ms. Carlson is queen? That'd be a pretty cool place. These are also optional, these down here. You could even mention the economy. Is it a welfare state or is it libertarian laissez-faire capitalism or something in between? What else? Or just come up with an idea. If you've got a clever idea, ask permission and I'll probably say yes. So, wishing you inspiration. This will be taken into account in your final grade, but it's not a big part of your grade. So do take it seriously, but don't stress. It could just be one long story. It could be 5 little things. It could be 4 kind of little things. It could be 3. You get the point. Please have fun with it. All right, I'll be around. I'm in the building.